Hey everyone, it has been a minute since I've done a Q&A preview video. And as you know, the big bosses, they wanted these, they want more of them. And I swear to you that a viewer did reach out asking for one. So I am here to give the people what they want. I'm obviously winging it. So I'm going to dive right into what Ross and I chatted about this week for the Q&A coming on Sunday. First and foremost, filmmaker Mark Christopher Lee. I'm sure you've seen these claims. It is all over my X feed right now saying that President Trump is preparing for disclosure. He has a speech allegedly already written, and that is coming on July 8th, the Roswell anniversary. Ross and I talk about it. Ross says, not so fast. He's not really buying it. I did see Mark Christopher Lee doubling down on X on this last night with a video saying he trusts his sources and it's happening. So that's definitely something that we are going to watch very closely, Ross and I. All right, here we go. This question came in from Anders. He is asking about if Trump needs to prioritize peace on a major scale before doing any disclosure related to the phenomenon. Um, that is a topic that we've been asked about a lot, and we question a lot because everyone always says in Congress we're too busy right now. There's so much else going on. So we can't possibly give you disclosure at the moment because we're dealing with X, Y, and Z. My argument is there's always going to be X, Y, and Z. I talked about this with my conversation with Jeff Nugatelli when I was in DC. So when we chat about that, Greenland, guys, this is a great quote that I was excited to read to Ross. This viewer picked up on this quote, something that Trump said. He said it was a quote, a very dangerous situation for the safety, security, and survival of our planet, talking about why he wants Greenland. So the viewer question actually relates to the Golden Dome and if that is a defense system against possible NHI. So really great Ross answer there. A very direct and quick answer about what Ross thinks there. We also talked about Jacques Vallée and his presentation at James Fox's presser and DC. I mean, that guy is just a legend. I will make sure we link to Ross's interview with him at the bottom of this week's Q&A so you can see it. But I mean, that guy and his brain and the decades he's been doing this, I think it's been like 60 years. Bravo to him. Love talking about him any chance we can get. He deserves all of the kudos. We touch on a possible ancient civilization off of the east coast of the United States with some freshwater reserve that was discovered recently over there. Let me get to what. Oh, okay. We end on a funny one. I'll just give it to you here. It's shits and giggles. Projected time frame for a ride in space in a UAP or an RV. Ross answered the question on the Q&A. I did not. I'm glad that he did not ask me what my projected thing was, because I was going to make a very poor joke about my trip in Amsterdam, but that's a totally different story. Projected timeline, I don't know. We'll see. I think we've got a lot of companies in the space race right now, and it's been taken away from NASA and really gone more into the private sector of getting into the space race. So I'm hoping for more disclosure simply based off of that. I think that NASA is in bed with the DoD, obviously. So a lot of the things that they discover and see out there when they go into space, we don't really get the full information of what's going on because it is a national security risk to tell us what's going on in space. So I love seeing all these different companies go into the private sector, but also makes me think the more satellites we put up there, the more people we send up there, and the more stuff are we just, shining a brighter light on beautiful Earth for whom to see. So that is the Q&A preview for you guys this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will try my best to do more. We are slamming over here for you all, Ross and I. We have some awesome stuff coming up in the can. A great interview from this week about the moon, which I love. If you are I'd call you a deep state fan of Reality Check, you know that Ross and I actually do disagree on some things with the moon, which is probably the only thing we disagree on. But that's something that's coming up on the show, and many, many more things. Cannot wait to share with you. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you watch the episode on Sunday. I hope I ask your question and you get an answer from Ross, and subscribe here and we will give you more and more.